Well, as we said yesterday, we were expecting snow to be coming in tonight into tomorrow, and that's exactly what we are continuing to say. But now we've got winter storm warnings across much of the local Fort viewing area, here from central Nebraska all the way out into Iowa and south into parts of north central Kansas here. We have these various winter storm warnings across the area. Surrounding that, it's a little bit less of an impact, but we've got winter weather advisories out there in purple as well. So these all basically start by midnight tonight through until early on Tuesday morning. So all of Monday is going to be under this winter storm warning. Looking at satellite and radar right now, it's very quiet. We don't have a whole lot going on. Today is sort of the lull between two systems. We had some of that freezing rain across eastern Nebraska just yesterday, and tomorrow we are going to be seeing the heavy snow coming through. Now, the other thing is the wind. We'll look at this, then we'll look at the snow in just a moment. The wind is not going to be as much of an impact, fortunately. We're looking by Monday morning, 2 a.m., right when this is going to start up, only around 15 to 20 mile per hour wind gusts, gusting upwards of maybe 30 miles per hour into the afternoon there by Monday. So here it is Monday right at noon. We've got 35 mile per hour winds across eastern Nebraska. 35 is the threshold for blizzard conditions, and it needs to be that for a few hours, but it doesn't look like it's going to be staying that breezy for very long. It's still going to cause some blowing snow around the area, but it's not going to be all that much of a blizzard. Now let's take a look through Futurecast, because as we start out, we start to see it here across southern Nebraska just around 2 a.m. tonight, getting to the Tri-Cities area by around 4 or 5 o'clock, a little bit from south to north, a little bit later, farther north you are. But then we'll start to see across eastern Nebraska here. We see these patches of very dark blue. That's very intense snow rates there. And that's going to start to continue to lift. Here it is. We're only at 11:30 tomorrow. And most of northwestern Nebraska, notice how it's sort of halting, not really making it to the Panhandle or much of the Sandhills. But southeastern Nebraska is going to be the focus for very intense snow rates for a very long period of time. So we're going to see a very high amount of snow across the area. Then as we wrap up by Monday evening, maybe getting a little bit more flurries across northwestern Nebraska. And then we have sort of a period of not much action there after Tuesday around 6 a.m. That's when everything should have wrapped up. But then we've got this secondary system coming in Tuesday afternoon into the evening and overnight hours into Wednesday there. So we will see another couple of inches on top of what we've already got. This is just the forecast for round one. So let's really look at this in detail now. You see those numbers, we'll get to those in a moment. Southwestern Nebraska, northwest Kansas, this is going to be one of the zones of transition from very high snow rates across north central Nebraska, Kansas, and not a whole lot as much off towards the Colorado Plateau. But we could see around the McCook area, maybe around 6 to 8 inches. Like I said, tapering off probably more sharply than is even depicted here, but we could see a weak transition into very little snow across the Sandhills, around the Brewster area, maybe only 4 to 6. But here in the Tri-Cities, it's going to be very difficult to pin down exactly how much we get. Now, we're looking at around 6 to 8, maybe a little bit higher here for the Tri-Cities area for central Nebraska. And off towards southeastern Nebraska is where we're going to be looking at parts of the area seeing upwards of 10 inches of snow. It's going to be very high amounts of snow, and some pockets could even potentially see a whole foot of snow in just this first wave. Now remember, second system comes through Tuesday night into Wednesday, so we could see another inch or two on top of whatever we get that's already depicted here. So once again, a lot of the focus is going to be across southeastern Nebraska, less so to the northwest. Now, lows overnight tonight, not going to be dropping down all that low. We are going to be seeing temperatures still pretty chilly into the 20s. Highs tomorrow, though, are barely going to budge from there. We have that snow continuing to come down, and with all the cloud cover, we're not getting any heat into our area, so it is going to stay pretty chilly all day long. 7-day forecast now. All of that snow coming through at the start of the week here, maybe a little bit early there on Wednesday morning. But notice these low temperatures. After the lows tonight in the 20s, we get down into the single digits for one of the first times of this winter season so far. And we're not going to rebound very much. We're going to stay mostly in the 30s. Those places that still have all that snow on the ground are going to stay cold for the next several days. We'll be right back after this.